No respect for dictate.
आप जेम्स एंडरसन का स्पेल निकालेंगे ना, आपको बेसिक स्पेल नजर आएगा, आपको सिंपल बॉलिंग नजर आएगी। आप आसिफ का लगाएंगे ना, आपको आर्ट नजर आएगा।
वाओ,
बल्ला एवी आगे आ रहे हैं, गैप एवी बन रहे हैं। लक्ष्मण ने 2 दफा बल्ला अपने सेट पे मारा। वेलकम टू द 4th episode of the King Pair podcast. Today with me is Anam, as always.
I'm here with you every episode.
आज मेरे करीब बैठा वैसे।
हाँ, वो मतलब Zoom वाला तो we're not going to go with that. It's horrible.
अल्लाह मियाँ, वापडा, बिजली, सब कुछ जो है ना वो एक ही वक्त पे हमला करता है। In this episode, we'll be talking about the best fast bowling spells that we have ever seen, especially in recent history.
Yeah.
But also in distant history, perhaps, जाहिर सी बात है हम बुकाई में इसको तो नहीं भूल सकते।
मेरे ख्याल से हमारे 4 फॉलोअर्स हैं, वो भी छोड़ जाएंगे, वो छोड़ जाएंगे अगर हमने उनको मेंशन नहीं किया।
और वो फ्लैग भी हो जाएगी, वीडियो
फ्लैग भी हो जाएगी। और अच्छा, हमारा एपिसोड 2 बाय द वे वापस आ गया और हमारे स्पॉन्सर्स अभी तक यहाँ हैं। हम ये दोबारा से रिकॉर्ड करें बाय द वे। तो अच्छा, सो उसके साथ साथ हमने 1-2 और चीजें प्लान की हैं। तो क्रिकेट में और बहुत डेवलपमेंट्स हो रही हैं, लेकिन एक डेवलपमेंट है जो मेरे ख्याल से हम जिसमें रिग्रेस ही कर रहे हैं, और वो हमारी क्रिकेट जर्नलिज्म है। सो वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अ बिट अबाउट दैट, हाउ इनफैक्ट एवरीवनस गेटिंग इनटू इट, बट आल्सो लाइक अस। लेकिन हम तो सच्ची बात करते हैं।
True.
We're the good ones.
We're the good ones.
So we're going to talk about the not so good ones this time. कुछ उसमें एक्सप्लेयर्स भी हैं। तो it'll be an analysis है, हम कोई मतलब साइड नहीं ले रहे, एनालिसिस कर रहे हैं। और lastly we're going to do some Wisden Quizzes today.
Yeah, that's a good summary.
Yeah.
And I think let's start with the best spell both of us have ever seen.
Ever will see.
Unarguably, and
period.
Will see. Yes.
The best fast bowler ever Pakistan has ever produced. Position में था ना, मैं I'm sorry to say, bowling इसमें ऐसे करते हैं। चलो मेरा एक्सपेरिमेंट निकालो, तो fast bowling नजर आएगी,
हमें सिंपल बॉलिंग नजर आएगी। वाह,
वो आसिफ में लगाएगा ना, आर्ट नजर आएगा। मैं बॉलर से सिंपल बात, वो एक आर्ट नजर आएगा। बैट्समैन आगे आ रहा है, बैट्समैन का बल्ला जा रहा है, उसका बल्ले का गैप फील कर रहा है।
Oh, you can watch it as many times as you want. Like, this is Australia at its best as well.
Yeah.
Like this isn't some ordinary game or an ordinary batsman. He scored what, the 3rd most runs in Test cricket?
Yeah.
This cricket at the highest level.
And this is Karachi, 2006. और इसी में हम लक्ष्मण वाला डिसमिसल भी देखेंगे। So this was Dravid.
Yeah, बहुत खूबसूरत। This is the way he's tempting the batsman to play.
Yeah.
Like वो जो 4th, 5th stump वाली बैट है, so consistent.
Oh.
This was the Lakshman
ball of the century.
Yeah.
ये शायद कोई इंग्लिश या ऑस्ट्रेलियन बॉलर कराता तो ये बॉल ऑफ द सेंचुरी ही मानी जाती है।
That's Lakshman in the second innings.
Yeah.
Uchi does match.
Brilliant.
This is Tendulkar. Stayed low.
Beautiful. KP.
Like that feels like magic to if you're batting. Like because
Yeah.
you think it's coming onto your bat. Like you're absolutely sure.
Look how late it moves, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't play them. You can't even feel bad for getting out to those.
And that's what the commentator just said. He's looking at the fence because he thought he connected.
Yeah.
41, 20 overs. Asif will leave the field of play.
Yeah, goosebumps every time.
Yeah.
Goosebumps.
I think Hamesha, there's a lot of pain when you see this spell as well. Not just because of the music, but I think
It's because of Shoaib Akhtar.
it's because of Shoaib Akhtar. His words, his oratory skills.
वैसे let's be fair to James Anderson. आज हुआ ये. You can see the scoreboard here. It's 482 for 5,
yeah.
and England are receiving a thrashing. But in any case, Jimmy Anderson being Jimmy Anderson, at the age of 40, he is setting up the batsman. And it's still one of the most beautiful things that you can currently see in cricket.
Test cricket, I think, more than white ball में इतना ज़्यादा नहीं होता.
Yeah.
But yeah, Test cricket में I think James Anderson, not this particular spell, but generally his career has. You see that in his bowling, that strategy, that ability to be that consistent. McGraw was someone who could do that. He was बस 7-8 over मारते जाएंगे, and then he'll just make you make that mistake. But yeah, this is just the spell from today. इसके ऊपर भी हम जरा देखते हैं. You can just see his strategy. He's making the batsman.
He doesn't mind pitching it up.
Yeah.
You know? उसको पता है कि इधर ही edge लगेगा. So you can see the sun coming out and the pitch starting to bounce. Like look at कि carry किधर हो रही है. Oh, beautiful. That's beautiful.
Century, you can see that coming from Anderson.
And the beauty is, for the past, I don't know how many years he's been playing.
Yeah.
Like that's the beauty. That a batsman at the highest level of cricket knows that this is what Anderson will bowl to me, and at the same time, he'll still get the wicket.
I think a lot of other moments in cricket, हम जिस तरह से वो World T20 में शाहीन का भी निकाल लें spell against India. The same thing happened with Rohit Sharma. Everybody knew that was coming because Rohit उधर ही out हो रहा था. Amir ने उसे 2 दफा पहले ऐसे out किया था. He knew it was coming, but he couldn't play it in the end because it was that accurate. It was that good. And I think that's what really makes these battles between batsman and bowler so amazing to watch. Fast bowlers especially.
वैसे I think एक और स्पेल जो है वो शायद दिखाना ना चाहूं मैं, लेकिन I think हमें दिखाना पड़ेगा वो शोएब अख्तर 1999.
Definitely. I think if we had Shoaib doing commentary for that would be great.
We'll ask Shoaib Akhtar to come onto our podcast.
Yeah, that would be, I think, the greatest podcast we'd ever make.
Is there a way we can find this one? अच्छा वो पूरा टूर ही बहुत खूबसूरत था. But उसके अंदर I think जो ओडिया वाला मैच था ना, you remember that?
Is this the one?
जहाँ पॉन्टिंग को भी उसने आउट किया.
Playing across the line, missed it. Yeah, I do remember that. वो उन्होंने अपलोड किया होगा क्रिकेट ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने. उन्होंने ही किया होगा. वो तो उनकी दूसरे हफ्ते वीडियो आ रही होती है, शोएब अख्तर डिस्ट्रॉयज ऑस्ट्रेलिया. पैसे देता है मुझे.
That's a weird fetish though. I don't know.
It is. Yeah, I think that's the one. Sizzle that Gabba.
This is the Gabba.
Share कर ले. Don't want to make that mistake again. Strike होने वाली है ये वीडियो.
ये strike के call पर आ गए बीच में.
So guys, आपके लिए just HD, nothing less. Look at that.
Yeah.
151. How good is that?
Really good.
Don't worry about the old ball. I can do it with the new one too. Not only a good pace, 151 k's, it swings in and it's right on the marker, middle and off.
Ponting did not see that.
Ponting looking to play his favourite shot without the footwork we've been talking about. Tough job. Shoutout, magnificent for his captain. Ponting got for 14, 2 for 44.
Darren Lehman.
Goes to the boundary.
That's also that's also smart bowling because
Yeah. और ये इसने लीमन को इस तरह
yeah,
2-3
because
दफा
that's
आउट किया.
also the commentators.
Yeah.
वो बार-बार बाहर आते नहीं, knows that I could get him around his legs.
Yeah.
First ball, whenever you come in as a batsman,
That team though.
got to be sharp. Those first balls,
Yep.
always the most dangerous for a batsman. Unfortunately, Darren Lehman hasn't got past the first one. Just walked across his stumps. Shaibi right on target again. Tremendous bowling.
It's a third man, and he's caught. Side Anwar down at third man. Full-blooded cut from Damien Martin, but he has a tendency not to get over the top of them, and it's carried all the way to third man.
Pretty similar to the two previous balls. That one short, a little bit wider. This one, Damien Martin threw the kitchen sink at it, looking for power rather than direction. Unfortunately for Damien Martin, it went straight to side Anwar, and he's just hung onto it. Didn't know much about it. Stayed in there, unfortunately, for Australia. Damien Martin out for 11. They're an outside edge. Machine thing takes that one. Pinch the outside edge.
He seems to be enjoying more after his career.
Yeah.
Just outside off stump, slightly further up.
He's had an illustrious
Well,
career.
he's got the danger
Yeah.
man out. Bevan out to caught behind for 10 off the bowling of Shoutout. This is how it happened. Look at his left foot. He's way.
Tony
towards
Gray.
the leg side there. And,
Also, yeah.
He knows it's an important wicket, that one.
इसने भी गलती कर दी थी वेस्ट इंडीज को गए. We will make them wrong.
Yeah. No, that was a spell to watch.
Yeah.
उन्होंने उस पे तो documentary बना दी है.
Fire in Babylon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, yes, he's got him.
That's a slower ball at 141. Just by
Right
the way.
हिफाजत तो नहीं कर रहा commentary.
And first ball, he's got it right up there and dead straight. Boy, if you're a tailender, you don't want one of those.
Trying to get the left leg down the pitch. Jason Gillespie, that's a huge 142 kilometres an hour. Straight, dipping in. No careful about number 10. That's hard to hit. That's superb bowling. Shoutout picked up 5 wickets. Gillespie gone.
Oh,
First
that
ball,
used to be a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
142.
This was a great spell.
Yeah, इस पूरे टूर में बहुत he was very lethal actually. और Ponting को यार ये like Ponting उसने bouncers में मस्ती डालना शुरू कर दिया. There is a video on Cricket Australia so Ponting talked about that spell. ये वाला spell.
हाँ.
And he was like it was just too quick. It was too fast.
And there was one जिसमें वो Langer के साथ कर रहा था in WACA.
Oh हाँ. Yeah, उसी
That
की
was
बात
the
कर
one.
रहा था.
That was the one.
उसी की बात कर रहा था वो, yeah.
And we can actually take a look at that because I think
Yeah,
that was I mean, it was a lot more threatening because test match में again दो bouncer allowed थे.
Yeah.
And we talked about
WACA used to be the place where you used to play cricket when you were in Perth. It's no more. पता नहीं उन्होंने क्या बना दिया वो जो नया वाला है. I don't remember
Yeah, I haven't seen
the
it.
name exactly. उस पे वो कह तो रहे हैं कि ड्रॉप इन पिचेस हैं या जो भी है, but it doesn't produce the same bounce that WACA used.
हाँ, and again I think इसके ऊपर शायद ज़्यादा बात करने की ज़रूरत है कि money is becoming an issue and broadcasting is kind of taking over the preference of live viewers. It's actually become, I mean, हमने जब ground में जाके देखा था, the viewing experience is not that great. It's more the environment which you go for. For now.
Okay, we are back. We were once again attacked by Wateen. And it is getting personal now, I guess. Which
Definitely.
This is the best spell ever bowled. Wateen.
Yeah.
Against the king pair.
Against the king pair. Or so far we're still alive. We will win.
WACA वाला देखना है.
WACA वाला देखना है. HD करते हैं.
ठीक है. इसको हम शेयर करें पहले. Or this is HD. Yeah. Shoaib Akhtar birth 2004.
Sure, that for me. Fast bowler.
That's the most Shoaib Akhtar thing to do.
Yeah.
Very good strike rate. Well, ball. Nice pressure. Don't give it in. Big wicket.
Billy Wagner used to be a thing.
All of a sudden it's 1%.
Yeah, he got really shit towards the end, but
not shittier than Steve Buckner.
Very excited about it.
On the net, Kami Yusuf, very nice.
Hayden getting a long way.
Oh,
That's a good decision.
Hayden की फौत की जब होगी, अल्लाह ना करे जल्दी, but जब होगी, इसने ये वीडियो चलानी है.
और ये पूरी चलाएगा.
और ये पूरी चलाएगा.
बाकी भी होंगे तो नहीं
चलाएगा. हाँ.
I mean, Cricket Australia sort of bit themselves.
Yeah. Look, it's Lehman again. ये इसी तरह out करता है इसे.
Very nice. So he knows how it's within.
Bowling session from Pakistan. Some good captaincy from NZvEng. Once again, this was thought not to brute strength. He's aimed at middle and leg. Darren Lehman's gone a long way across.
Oh, beautiful.
That's actually very beautiful.
Good captaincy. Short leg come ready. Fits it off stump. A good genuine thing, and the skipper took the catch.
Two very good wickets for Shoaib Akhtar today. The LBW got hit with just a little bit of swing.
Danish Canada too, man.
Then that one.
What a beautiful
pitch. Off stump going away, swinging, and then it kept going. That's a good neat catch by man at first step, Vince Martin.
फास्ट बॉलर तगड़ा होना चाहिए, तगड़ा.
बिल्कुल तगड़ा ऐसे होना चाहिए. And I think we, as strange as he can be at times, I don't think we've ever had a bowler who had the balls to kind of before a match come and say कि इनके batting को मैं उड़ा दूंगा, or you know give their top batsman यहाँ Hayden को come and challenge him कि you know I'll see you in the next match. We don't have that anymore, and I think you need a bit of crazy to.
थोड़ा wholesome नहीं हो गया ज़्यादा.
हाँ. I mean इस team के साथ तो especially.
हाँ. Like ठीक है, they're getting wickets, लेकिन I think they can really step it up a notch. If they really start to get into challenges with the batsmen, and that doesn't mean that you're just talking to them. Like it could be anything, right? It could even be something without saying, like you bowl two bouncers and you know it's on.
Basically, तुम कहना ये चाह रहे हो, banter, not abuse. Justin Langer from the Test, yeah.
Test, which is, as we mentioned before, a
beautiful documentary,
which all of you should watch.
Yep.
अच्छा, Wisden का कर ले थोड़ा सा.
कर लें, लेकिन मैं उससे पहले a personal favorite bowler of mine, Dale Steyn, हमेशा से रहा है. उसने एक spell किया था against Australia, and of course Cricket Australia posted this. So that is one spell I really want to take a look at, because I think it's It was at a time जहाँ Dale Steyn भी मतलब तबाही हुआ था बिल्कुल.
This was when?
I think this was 2008.
Okay, did you send this to me?
Yeah, sure. Lekin I think this is perhaps the
2008 MCG.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Although arguably Dale Steyn का peak came around 2013, 14. मतलब जब I think उन्होंने हर टीम को, ऑस्ट्रेलिया को, इंडिया को, पाकिस्तान को 40 रन पे इनिंग्स में आउट कर रहे थे. तो वो तो उनका ना बहुत तबाही टाइम था. But this is from 2008 and I think what's so great about this him as a bowler I think was again uski intensity jo thi as a player.
So I have been watching this
very clearly.
I don't remember clearly. हाँ यहाँ पे सही कह रहे हो उसकी इंटेंसिटी कुछ और ही है.
And uska action bhi aap dekho, it's very threatening as well, the way he comes up to bowl to you. Something I think Johnson had, something Stark has. Cummins not so much, but effective nevertheless. But ek tabahi hoti thi. Even Shoaib Akhtar had that. Full swing.
You're swinging the ball, there's some crowd cover. It's been about 28 degrees at the moment.
That we'll just play that again.
You're swinging the ball, there's some crowd cover. It's been about 28 degrees at the moment.
He's struggling with the map.
We'll play it again. One more try, guys. Chaji.
You're swinging the ball, there's some crowd cover. It's been about 28 degrees at the moment.
अच्छा ये वीडियो में मस्त है.
Oh. No,
नहीं, it's
it's always the internet.
Work from home करना चाहिए.
Work from home.
हाँ.
Dale Steyn though, like ये 2008 है. And he's
this is 5 years before his peak.
Yeah, he's like 29 matches in. Why this is the way.
Oh yeah,
There's
yeah.
something in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way. Is this a copyright thing?
हाँ, हम definitely बहुत rules break कर रहे हैं अभी. शायद ये हटा देंगे.
नहीं, like ये video में.
I don't think so.
Are we breaking rules though? Like
yes.
You can't even show like a video that's been put up.
So they can strike us.
I mean, if they strike us, they strike us. Watch this in the first 1 hour of uploading.
That's another big wicket for South Africa. Asif was going to shot. Steyn, by Callis, on edge.
This one? Oh.
Slip, yeah. Callis के ऊपर तो I think Callis was probably the greatest all-rounder, you know, ever. I mean, life में all-round अगर देखें तो शायद वो ज़्यादा successful रहा है, क्योंकि Prime Minister of a country तो I don't think कोई cricketer.
Amazing.
Mitchell Johnson's gone for a duck, and that's good though. Steyn's been on song. This test match. Struggled with his line for the first couple. Well, there you go. The plan's working. Got him. Oh, short.
Really?
No.
I think that's how it is.
Yeah.
Very hard to pick.
Graham Smith, man, like no one talks about it.
Yeah.
Oh, fingers wrap around the ball. Fingers. I think the right decision has been made.
Oh.
That's good field placement.
Yeah.
Definitely a setup job.
And that's not Herschel
Good
Gibbs.
thinking from Graham Smith. Whoa, has he edged that? Yes, he has. Simon Kaddish takes me back to Mahali when, for no reason, Simon Kaddish suddenly went after a very wide ball. Then he paid the price, and now he pays the price. Straight to cover. Can you believe it?
Who's that?
It was probably the worst ball that Dale Steyn's bowled today. Right with like a shoulder straight to Hashim Amla at cover.
That's not
Hashim Amla.
I think that's Prince. क्या नाम है?
probably. Yeah, इसमें maybe the bowling isn't as good as it was in 2013-14, but
Yeah.
the point I wanted to get across was just his intensity.
Yeah. और एक और बात शायद मैं आगे करना चाहता हूँ ये है कि all the spells that we have seen so far, except barring Anderson, which also puts him in the grades, is that this one he's swinging the ball outside.
Yeah.
And that's super difficult. क्योंकि बहुत bowlers का ये होता है कि natural instinct होता है कि वो कलाई अंदर जाती है, like that's the angle also.
Yeah.
But to like have a natural outswing and then having control over it. I think Wasim and Waqar were talking about how it was very easy to develop the in-swinger.
Yeah.
But to have control over the outswinger is what got them wickets. Like that's like how a great bowler bowls.
Absolutely.
And he takes all of his wickets. और over the wicket आके pitch करके उसको बाहर निकालना है super difficult.
हाँ बिल्कुल. So I think काफी हमने कुछ अभी spells देखे हैं. अभी मेरे ख्याल से हम घंटों जा सकते हैं spells देखते. But perhaps we can move on to
the quiz.
Quiz से पहले एक वीडियो देख लेते हैं because I think I want to very briefly talk about the journalism as well because अब तो खैर हर ex-cricketer is becoming a commentator, analyst, sports analyst, cricket analyst जो भी कहना है. But उनका YouTube channel खुल गया है जैसे कि हमारा है, but of course we're on the better side as we said. We're not like that. But there's a lot of sensationalization of what's going on because उनके I'm sure कुछ sources होंगे भी. But there's one video which kind of triggered this in me and I think we should take a look at that. अच्छा इस पे अब हमें definitely strike पड़ेगा.
इस पे strike पड़ेगा.
इस पे पड़ जाएगा मुझे. देखनी है. अच्छा चलो. देखो हमें कोई खामोश नहीं करा सकता.
Actually let's do okay. I know I have to move this. कहाँ है? नहीं खुलेगी. Where did we go? Okay. नहीं खुलेगी.
So guys, आप 15 सेकंड आगे skip कर दें आप, because that's how long it's going to take us now.
Or we'll actually talk about it in the meanwhile.
So actually let's talk about
क्या
it.
हम
Strike
कहाँ
से
जा
बच
रहे हैं?
जाएंगे, हम ये बंद कर देते हैं फिर.
अच्छा. So divine intervention has stopped us from the strike.
तो basically उस वीडियो में मतलब बहुत अजीब पॉइंट था. So this was caught behind की जो हमारे forefathers ने शुरू किया था. It's a good show, but it's great because of Rashid, I would say.
Yeah, Dog. For sure.
Dog, I think again.
Noman
Niaz. Dog brings a lot of. You can clearly see his bias as well. He can also be very condescending at times to, depending on who the guest is.
Yeah. Shoaib Akhtar ke saath abhi recently the fight.
Exactly.
I mean that's how he got really famous.
Yeah.
Like usse really pehle only the cricket fraternity knew him.
And वो जो PTV sports पे उसके voice overs सुन रहे होते थे.
हाँ, वो जो बड़ी मुश्किल अंग्रेजी के अंदर वो frivolous jubilations and felicitations. Amazing man.
Shackles. खैर उनकी मतलब oratory के ऊपर हम किसी दिन करेंगे, लेकिन उनका भी एक एपिसोड आया कॉट बैंड का जिसमें he says के वो राशिद को कहते हैं और राशिद की तो मतलब he clearly didn't agree, but like he really didn't like what he was saying as well. Apparently he thought Babur was feeling threatened because of Shan Masood, not as and I quote, he said, not as a player, rather as a human HR perspective. तो उनके human HR अच्छी नहीं थी बाबर की, and he felt threatened by Shan Masood, who by the way is not in any of the teams at the moment, whereas Babar is captain
at the top,
captain of ODI and number 1 batsman and T20 and Test में number 4 पे. तो why would he feel threatened? And Rashid का भी आगे से ही response था कि क्या बात कर रहे हैं आप मतलब.
Yeah, I think it's just spreading controversy for the sake of controversy. यानी कि like इस तरह बातें शुरू होती हैं. Like this is not saying के you know he's not saying के अच्छा कहीं ये हो ना जाए कि बाबर थ्रेटन फील करे शान मसूद से या फिर पीसीबी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन डिसीजन ले ले कि जी शान हैज मोर प्रेजेंस और व्हाटएवर.
या प्रेजेंस का उसने कहा कि प्रेजेंस,
हाँ कि उसकी प्रेजेंस है. लेकिन मसला है कि he's actually planting a seed in their heads.
Absolutely.
Right? Like that's what he's doing.
और शान की प्रेजेंस ज्यादा नहीं है.
Yeah.
Who's talking about शान except for मतलब उसकी कुछ फर्स्ट क्लास परफॉर्मेंसेस हुई हैं, ठीक है, कैप्टन भी बन गया अभी काउंटी में.
Yeah.
But really nobody is thinking of, मतलब लोग कह रहे हैं उसे टीम में आना चाहिए.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
That's WAPDA now. We had with
torches निकाले. देखिए हम रुकेंगे नहीं guys.
आज कॉपीराइट स्ट्राइक पड़े जो भी हो, we will continue.
ये वैसे ज्यादा I don't exactly have a problem with this. हाँ.
Okay.
आंखों में लाइट आ रही है but शायद इसका ज्यादा फर्क नहीं है, तुम उठाओ. है चलो.
It's okay.
Anyway, so as we were saying कि हाँ शान मसूद का भी टीम में आना, you know, it's always tricky because everybody's performing. So अभी तो we're still trying to figure out कि इसकी अगर टीम में जगह बन पा रही है या नहीं.
Yeah.
And to say कि उसकी presence is somehow threatening Babar as a captain is absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, you're right. It's just planting a seed in the minds of all these journalists who also listen to them.
अगर ये realistic like proper journalism होता ना तो you could actually take examples from history. यानी कि recent history देखो, कोहली को कप्तानी से क्यों हटाया? क्योंकि वो perform नहीं कर रहा था. Right? Joe Root because as a captain and a batsman, like it was affecting how he was as a batsman, right? Root का भी more or less यही scene था कि they thought he's taking too much pressure and he could be a much better batsman if he wasn't captaining. Now with Babar, I don't see that, right? Like in captaincy, he's been brilliant. वो क्या stat थी कि he has the most hundreds as a captain than anyone.
As a captain, I think 9 hundreds थे इंजमाम के, and then there's no one. I think he's near or at least crossed that now.
Exactly.
तो हाँ, it's बिल्कुल बकवास है मेरे ख्याल से ये. And you know other journalists then feed off this, and not to say that you know Doc is the sole responsible for them. मतलब recently मुझे याद है कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया की सीरीज जब याद करो चल रही थी, तो उस वक्त भी we lost the test series या एक टेस्ट हार गए थे आखिरी जब. तो उस वक्त and you know I mean I respected her as a journalist, but ये खबरें आने उन्होंने फिर आने शुरू कर दी कि कादिर फौजा हैं कोई जर्नलिस्ट जो हमें ये स्प्रेड करने लग गए कि टीम के अंदर बहुत लड़ाइयाँ शाई हैं, बाबर ने जाके प्लेयर्स के ऊपर फील्डिंग के ऊपर चीखा और गालियाँ दी और टीम मैनेजमेंट आ गई. एंड नॉट टू से कि वो चीज शायद ना हुई हो, बट लाइक दैट्स फकिंग नॉर्मल इन अ टीम. लाइक इस तरह की डिसएग्रीमेंट्स, इस तरह की. And Babar is a senior player in the sense that you know he has एक तो उसके ऊपर कैप्टनसी की responsibility है, so he has every right to also you know be a bit tough with the players at times. ठीक है, अगर वो line cross कर भी दी, what does that have to do with anything?
वो भी, और दूसरी बात कि it should remain in the dressing room until of course it's something that's very serious and that could sort of border on abuse, right? Because it's the point of a dressing room or the point of a team on a tour especially, even if they're not on tour, if they're during a series at home, the point is that whatever they say and however they process whatever is going on with them in the match or outside the match, that should be kept, especially inside the dressing room, should be something that should be very private. क्योंकि उसका unnecessary pressure जो है ना, फिर ये होता है कि if you want to vent in the dressing room at whatever happened in the field, you can't and you won't, because you know कि अच्छा इधर भी कोई खबर लीक हो जानी है और वो भी एक बड़ी चीज बन जाएगी. And that like जो डॉक ने किया और जो अभी बात हो रही थी कादिर ख्वाजा वाली, that's just adding unnecessary pressure onto a team that's performing really well, and I think that's super unfair. या तो आप बुरा खेल रहे होते हैं ना, मैं कहता अच्छा ठीक है, इस तरह की बकवास जो है वो समझ आती है from different corners or various corners of the cricket world, लेकिन अगर आप अच्छा खेल रहे हैं and you're winning absolutely everything that comes your way, तो I don't know what the concern is.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया सीरीज की जो हार थी उसके ऊपर ये शुरू हुआ था after the first one day, and you know I think इस तरह की news again,
which is also by the one match.
one match.
Yeah.
उसके बाद से I mean, look, Australia is not even an easy team to beat anywhere in the world. India भी उनको अपने होम ग्राउंड पे उनसे सीरीज हारा हुआ है इनफैक्ट वनडे की. They're a tough team. They're built quite differently, let's put it that way. And ये इस तरह की खबरें I think it was completely needless first of all, and मतलब again it's just to get yourself in the headlines as well. मतलब ठीक है, मैं मतलब उनकी भी नीयत पे ऐसे नहीं कर रहा शक के वो सिर्फ इसलिए कर रहे हैं, but you know this is not responsible journalism at all.
Yeah.
उसके अलावा फिर आप देखें तो और भी बहुत you know journalists हैं. I mean, I wouldn't say even the quality of the questions that are asked in press conferences is anything. Even the headlines, if you look at them, कि Mohammad Amir ने कह दिया कि he is ready for the next match. मतलब of course. या शाहीन शाह ने कह दिया कि मैं रोहित शर्मा और विराट कोहली को आउट करना चाहता हूँ.
Yeah.
तो इसमें इतना ग्राउंड ब्रेकिंग क्या है? मतलब या वो बाबर आजम कह दे जी हमने किसी टीम को लाइट नहीं लेना, या हम बहुत अच्छा हम प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं सीरीज के लिए. मतलब ऑब्वियसली पहली बात तो आई थिंक ये बहुत एक लॉस है कि दे आर नॉट एबल टू हैव प्रॉपर कन्वर्सेशंस विद दीस प्लेयर्स अबाउट हाउ दे थिंक, हाउ दे प्रोसेस, हाउ दे ओवरकम देयर रफ पैचेस एज वेल. मतलब ये महरूम है तकरीबन हमारी आवाम इस तरह की चीजों से. I mean, not to blame just journalists for it,
but some part definitely, and a considerable chunk of it goes to them actually.
बिल्कुल. और ex cricketers जो हैं, it's similar in that way. I think it's quite. I think तुम शायद agree ना करो, लेकिन वसीम अकरम जितना भी annoying लगे, he kind of has that attitude where he empathizes with the players as well. A lot of times, at least.
Yeah, he does.
Noticed.
He does.
And the same with Waqar, perhaps, because he's been in that
उनकी expertise भी बहुत जरूरी है
बिल्कुल.
पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट, right? Like ठीक है, like हम मजाक उड़ा लेते हैं वसीम अकरम का जो भी है और वकार यूनुस का, but you can't deny the fact that they have bowled one of the best ever spells in the history of cricket. They have captained one of the best teams, especially Wasim. They have been part of one of the best teams in the world, and they have played against and with players that are right up there. And Wasim himself is arguably, the greatest bowler not only the country has produced, like very easily the world has ever produced. And to not sort of take advantage of that, to not again to hand over the mantle of journalism to people who will just spread controversy for the sake of it. क्योंकि कुछ मसाला नहीं है तो हम जो है बस वो उसके बारे में कुछ भी कह देंगे. हम शान की प्रेजेंस के बारे में बात कर लेंगे, हम कोई रैंडम अफवाह फैला देंगे कि जी इधर तो बड़े फड्डे हो रहे हैं, बाबर ने डांट दिया अपने प्लेयर्स को. Like how is that shocking?
Yeah. And मेरे favorite journalist Yahya Hussaini. I think let's move on from this topic.
अच्छा, so हमें
quiz करते हैं.
हाँ, let's do some quizzes और a quiz क्योंकि हम थोड़ा सा I think इसको और लंबा नहीं करेंगे. We're going to search for. अच्छा, what do we want to do? We can actually share the screen.
आज हम वैसे अपने मर्जी के करेंगे, लेकिन आप हमें बताना किस तरह कौन से क्विज़ेस आप देखना चाहते हैं, हम फिर वो मिलके करेंगे. तो ये बहुत मजे की गेम है. बेसिकली आपको एक क्विज दे दिया जाएगा, उसमें आपने हो सकता है फॉर एग्जांपल टॉप 50 बैट्समैन इन द लास्ट 100 इयर्स इन टर्म्स ऑफ रन्स. अब आपने सारे प्लेयर्स के नाम लिखने हैं, तो इस तरह से होगा. काफी इंटरेस्टिंग है ये, मुझे बड़ा मजा आता है. और 7-8 मिनट की तकरीबन टाइम लिमिट होती है हर क्विज की.
ओके. What do you want to do?
ये पहला वाला मुश्किल लग रहा है, ये कर लेते हैं.
क्या है पहला वाला?
Name the cricketers with the most test runs at number 11.
How do we go about this?
ये 5 मिनट है. Quiz name the batters with the most single ये actually मेरे ख्याल से yeah, let's do that.
With the most single digit test score since 2010.
Yeah.
That's okay. 9 minutes in hand.
Since 2010, so it's post Afridi. He's out. ठीक है. हमारा टाइम नहीं स्टार्ट हुआ. Let's start.
Yeah.
टाइप करना होगा जल्दी जल्दी तो.
Yeah, I'll type.
ठीक है. 153. Brendan McCullum. I don't know why I think Brendan McCullum.
Could be bowlers, right?
Batters.
McCullum.
Brendan.
Can we do Brendan? No. He's not there.
Okay. पाकिस्तान है तो पाकिस्तान टेस्ट बैट्समैन हफीज.
Yeah, I think Hafiz will be there.
He's not there.
He's not there. We're going to fail this quiz badly. I have
ओपनर्स के नाम निकालो ना सबसे पहले.
Azhar Ali होगा इसमें?
अजहर अली हो सकता है.
Azhar Ali is
Azhar Ali is here.
with 53 dismissals.
हमारे पास टाइम नहीं है. जल्दी जल्दी. इंग्लैंड का टॉप पे है.
Oh, those are then. यार कोहली
भी है.
Yeah, I mean तो बैट्समैन तो होंगे ना सारे.
हाँ बैट्समैन लिखो. नहीं
शान नहीं है. शान 2010 से नहीं है.
संगा
यूनुस
नहीं हो सकता बट लिख लो.
How do you spell संगा?
का डबल के. अच्छा.
England, there are too many English players here. I'm not surprised though. Yeah, वो होगा Zach Crawley type होगा. नहीं Zach Crawley कह रहा हूँ.
Crawley ज़्यादा खेला नहीं.
उनका जो है Rory Burns होगा.
नहीं, he hasn't played enough. Dude, we're really doing bad. Taranga करो.
No. This is turning out to be brilliant.
रोहित शर्मा होगा.
No.
Are you kidding me? गंभीर. अच्छा ये स्पेलिंग पे बहुत हैं.
Yeah, I know. So we've just gotten Virat Kohli and Azhar Ali. 41 dismissals. When did Yunus retire? Yunus is not there. Yusuf will also not be there. Okay, guys, as you can see, this is turning out to be brilliant.
Yeah.
53 dismissals, Azhar Ali, 43 with Kohli. Wow. That's tough with Kohli, though, for him to make this list. Aram, as you can see, is not cheating, actually. He's just using within Desi households, WAPDA. सब कुछ हमला कर रहा है भाई. अच्छा anyway. Let's name English players कौन थे 2010 से. Cook होगा.
Cook मुश्किल है. अच्छा Cook है. मैं सोच रहा था Strauss फिर करो.
और कौन है यार ये. Let's start. Strauss नहीं है.
Paul Collingwood. Saving time.
Peterson होगा. नहीं है Collingwood.
Peterson
होगा I think. Oh wow.
This is terrible. 3 हुए हैं अभी तक. 4 मिनट तकरीबन हो गए हैं.
Aussies कौन है? That would have been a shame. I mean Kohli हो सकता है तो कोई भी हो सकता है फिर.
Nah, not Steve Smith.
2010. Wow. Who's there up there with 153 dismissals from England?
I don't know.
Like someone who's really played at least 153 matches.
Yeah. Who has नहीं 153 innings, so तकरीबन 100 टेस्ट मैच तो खेले हैं. हाँ. 100 बहुत कम प्लेयर्स ने खेले हैं. स्ट्राउस ही हो सकता है.
स्ट्राउस नहीं है.
स्ट्राउस फिर कौन है? इंग्लैंड.
Exactly.
2010. अरे यार.
हम म्यूजिक भी लगाना चाहिए पीछे
वैसे. हाँ.
For while we're failing. तुम जीतो या हारो इस वक्त I think जरूरी है क्योंकि हम हार रहे हैं.
ये तो कॉपी स्ट्राइक हो जाना है.
ये भी कॉपी स्ट्राइक हो जाएगा यार. अच्छा
हो सकता है. पता नहीं कर लो क्या फर्क पड़ता है.
उस पे नहीं लगा सकते हम. If it's playing in the background, will it get copyrighted?
हो सकता है. पता नहीं.
अब बिल्कुल हल्का सा चल रहा. यानी कि अगर हम रेस्टोरेंट में बैठे हैं
तो हम उसमें टाइम लूज कर रहे हैं साथ-साथ.
उफ क्या निकाल रहे हैं. जो आएगा तो वो निकालेंगे ना.
बेवन.
क्या?
बेवन.
Who?
बेवन. BVN.
अच्छा, माइकल बेवन.
Michael Bevan.
नहीं, बेवन was very old. Like 2010, he didn't make it in
हाँ.
2010. Oh, where is this music coming from?
I'm surprised Hafiz isn't though.
Hafiz टेस्ट इतने नहीं खेले. वो उसको निकाल देते थे टीम से.
आमिर सोहेल लिखो.
आमिर सोहेल 2010 में.
Never.
वो क्या?
Sorry.
शोएब.
मैं वो 2010 भूल जाता हूँ.
यार इंडिया के प्लेयर्स कौन है?
शर्मा, धवन नहीं होगा.
वाओ, ये याद है यार जब हार जाते थे ना तो.
यूनुस लिखो वैसे ही शायद हो. यूनुस ने
लिखा है मैंने.
अच्छा.
यूनुस नहीं यार, नहीं इतने बुरे वक्त नहीं आए इस वक्त.
वाओ.
Come on, how is that not there?
Wow, this is pretty tragic.
नहीं यार, we got the good players. Azhar, Cook and Kohli. That's all we need to see on any list.
दिलशान करो. महिला.
सुनो, हमें तुमसे प्यार है.
Fuck this quiz.
You can give up, and then we can know the answers.
Yeah, actually, let's do that. James Anderson
So
is
there
not
are
a batsman.
bowlers.
First
Okay,
of
then
all,
they shouldn't have said batters now.
Stuart Broad.
यार ये क्या बात है यार?
ईशान शर्मा, नेथन लायन, ये तो फिर हम कर लेते भाई.
Come on, this
ये तो हम
doesn't
कर
count.
लेते.
Like batters क्यों लिखा है फिर quiz में?
Exactly.
There
Root
is
था by the
also
way.
oh, root, yes. Okay, look at, you missed the पीछे करो. Oh, the lip bite. That's Shoaib Akhtar lip biting. I'm sorry, ये भी copyright हो जाएगा.
Quiz every men's
Shoaib
player
Akhtar
from the
कर
full
देगा.
invitation to have scored a T20. ये तो बहुत आसान हो गया.
नीचे आओ. नीचे ये करते हैं.
ये I think हो जाएगा.
You think so?
हाँ लिखो अभी. Cook, Root, Strauss. चलो बोथम भी. Strauss. बस रुक गया दिमाग.
मैंने कहा था 4 के बाद वैसे ही नहीं चलेगा.
Collingwood.
केपी भी होगा ना?
केपी.
केविन भी नहीं आता फिर. लॉस नहीं लिखना होता.
पता नहीं.
KP
दो नहीं
है.
चलता. ना भाई हो ही नहीं सकता केपी ना हो.
नहीं है.
हो ही नहीं सकता.
अच्छा, there is also ये 75 to 95 कौन खेला है?
चैपल नहीं. चैपल ऑस्ट्रेलियन है.
Trescothick might be there, yes.
Nasser Hussain.
Nasser Hussain actually might be.
नहीं Nasser Hussain क्यों नहीं होगा?
नहीं
है भाई है. Michael Atherton, yes. Quite up there. Damn.
हाँ, damn. Wow, 1, 2. Okay, yeah.
And Nasser Hussain, 5,700.
1990 to 2003. यार इनके नाम भूल जाते हैं मुझे. वो जो 92 के वर्ल्ड कप में भी थे 2-3. क्या था नाम था जिनको वसीम अकरम ने आउट किया था? लुइस स्टुअर्ट था उसका नाम.
हाँ, I think so.
I think it was Stewart. Yeah.
Alex Stewart.
Alex Stewart is there. और कौन था 90s में? 2004 से 2015. That's a very short period. Someone scored really well. Yeah, Ian Bell होगा इसमें.
Bell, of course.
Yeah.
दूसरा इनका फिर Morgan.
Morgan might be there, yes.
Morgan ने ज़्यादा टेस्ट नहीं खेले वैसे.
1955 to 68 तो बिल्कुल नहीं पता मुझे.
डॉग होता ना आज.
90
वो पास कर देता सारे टेस्ट.
यार
WG
Grace. Collingwood. यार इनमें से काफी को जानते होंगे. और कौन खेलता है? टर्नर कौन है?
I have no idea. No clue.
The
real Turner.
Turner.
साथ से दजमल की तस्वीर आ गई. बटलर करो. बटलर होगा नहीं. I don't think so. That's not his better.
It's better than one.
Yeah.
In any case, he's not there.
Yeah.
No matter how you spell it. अच्छा नीचे इनिंग शुरू हो गई वैसे इंग्लैंड न्यूजीलैंड की इंग्लैंड 20 for 1 है
20 for 1 already.
553 is on the board. That's good.
मतलब ये पहली इनिंग्स में अगर उन्होंने
गए
300-400 नहीं किया ना तो हार जाएंगे. This is not easy.
Yeah, for sure.
अच्छा नहीं इन्होंने मांगे इतने ज्यादा हैं पहली
यार
बात
वो तो है लेकिन हमें टॉप 10 तो पता होना चाहिए.
अच्छा जी.
यार ये कौन है? Who is there? 1975. That needs to be a legend.
Yeah.
नहीं नंबर 3 पे some needs to be. शायद अफरीदी.
ये रिपीट पे लगा दूंगा.
हाँ loop it. Atherton. यार क्या नाम है? रॉब की नहीं है.
रॉब की
बिल्कुल भी नहीं होगा. रॉब की is. Okay, think about all-rounders. What all-rounders have we had?
The English.
Yeah.
Check if
Who? Yeah, not easy when you come to think of it. They're 44 and we've gotten 10.
check इसमें what's the lowest?
32,
32.
72. Yeah.
So one of them is still playing.
Who's still playing? आज की squad क्या है?
Stokes check.
Stokes?
मुश्किल है.
That would be really. Oh wow.
Is it?
Yeah, he is.
Stokes is
He
whoa.
had 5,000 runs.
When?
ये कब भाई? He's like he's very close to both of them.
I feel like I missed like 3,000 of those runs.
Yeah. वो एक innings
Amazing.
याद है बस मुझे. और कौन था यार?
Hutton, Sutcliffe.
देखो recent वाले तो मैं पता होने चाहिए. 2005 से 2014.
Gooch.
Graham Gooch, yeah. Yeah, that's Graham Gooch. Yeah.
Bairstow था check किया.
Bairstow को मैंने check नहीं किया.
Bairstow मुझे लग नहीं रहा.
Sorry. He is there.
Amazing.
Wow, yeah, like they've really not scored a lot of runs in Test.
Yeah.
The English. Johnny Bairstow. 2019 में क्यों लिखा? अब नहीं खेल रहा आजकल.
कौन? No, he is. He's playing this
exactly.
series match में खेल रहा है.
क्या चल रहा है? अच्छा, 1909 से 1934.
Hutton करो. Lewis Sutton. Yeah.
Where's Lewis
Swan.
Sutton?
This case. Trot.
Jonathan Trott.
Matt Pryor.
Yes.
I know some weird stories about him.
Really?
By the way. KP ने लिखा था अपनी किताब में.
Oh.
Quite a weirdo.
Crazy. Okay, the top four, let's think of it. Yeah, Lester Cook and Joe Root there. Wow. They've really gotten their game up. क्योंकि उसके बाद Graham Gooch है, who retired in 1995. Yeah. Like that shows you the dark period that जिसमें वो स्कुट खाते थे ऑस्ट्रेलिया से. हाँ.
अभी कौन सा नहीं खा रहे?
हाँ आज वैसे मरवा लिया थोड़ी सी, पता है.
न्यूजीलैंड से अगर वो होम पे हारे हैं ना तो
लाइक ये बहुत शर्म की बात है.
हमसे भी होम पे हारते हैं
उस बॉलिंग अटैक के साथ. इंग्लैंड जैसी विकेट और कंडीशंस में
ये तो है.
आप 500 रन खा रहे हैं. This is crazy.
और वो भी सर्दी है उधर अभी.
Yeah.
Ball should be swinging and all.
Okay, I think this is the best we can do.
Truly.
Okay, any guesses के कौन होगा? और मैं I'll do the give up and there is Peterson.
अबे
that is how I
बोला था
spelled it.
गावर भी हम गावर भूल गए. Boycott.
Jeffrey Boycott.
Wally Hammond.
Okay, I don't know Cowardly.
Graham Thorpe, उसका तो पता है.
Jack Hobbs.
Vaughan, Jack Hobbs.
Jack Hobbs has the second highest average in Test cricket. After Bradman.
Yeah.
Alan Lamb. Mark Butcher, I could
Sutcliffe, Peter
Mike
May.
Gatting. Wow.
Gatting. Yes.
Can't get Flintoff should.
Butcher. Oh, Butcher.
How do we Flintoff को कैसे भूल गए हम?
Oh.
That's shameful.
No, I just didn't think he had that many runs.
Yeah. No, Flintoff. Tony Craig, Stuart Broad has. Bro, how bad does a team have to be for their number 10 or 11 to have scored 3,400 runs?
He was also number 2 in the most single digit scores. Wow. I don't know how the fuck he got these runs.
Wow, that's कैसे हो रहा है ये? But Flintoff, I think we should have gotten. Mike Vaughan, we should have gotten. He was the captain for the longest time.
Lamb तो definitely होना चाहिए था.
Alan Lamb भी आना चाहिए था. Peterson हमने किया था, but I guess
the spellings के ऊपर हो जाते हैं.
And David Gower.
David Gower, yeah,
for sure.
मेरे ख्याल से काफी हैं, अभी काफी लंबी हो गए.
Yeah, I think we've gone for over an hour easily.
Yeah.
Okay. Give us your feedback. We'll probably be doing more of these Wisden quizzes and failing at it. So if you want us to fail less badly, give us easy ones. Drop these in the comments.
और comment करें guys.
हाँ, just comment.
देख रहे हैं तो comment भी
करें. We like अच्छा नहीं लगा.
Shout out to Khadija.
Yes.
Always comments.
Yes,
and we really appreciate it. 10 out of 10 Khadija.
Yeah.
Keep supporting.
And I think that is pretty much it from episode 4. Things are continuing in terms of cricket. England New Zealand का मैच हो रहा है.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने श्रीलंका को दोबारा से
ऑस्ट्रेलिया श्रीलंका का मैच और वेस्ट इंडीज पाकिस्तान का. उसके बाद आई थिंक फिर जरा मैच वाले तबसरे होंगे. बट वंस दैट एंड्स और वो एनालिसिस और वो हम कर लेंगे जब एपिसोड्स, तो उसके बाद विल कम बैक टू more specific topics. जैसे आज हमने bowling spells की बात की. We'll try to talk about more in depth things, और हम थोड़े से statistics वगैरह ज़्यादा भी I think लेकर आएंगे once this series ends and we get the time.
And yes guys, we want to keep this in depth, तो ये लंबे ही रहेंगे. इसमें से हम वो
we'll do the sections.
तो आप वो देख लें, आपको जो मर्जी पसंद है, लेकिन the whole point is just to do a deep dive in our extended knowledge of everything cricket, from the dressing room to socio-political issues regarding cricket.
Very true. Khayal rakhiye and keep thinking about Mohammad Asif and his brilliance. We will see you next time.
God behind.
God behind indeed.